Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Geek Yogurt Podcast. I am Knock.
I'm Rah.
I'm Wave.
And Sam is not with us this week.
Because he's a real fucking beast.
I'm back!
Yeah, Rah-Rah's back.
Unfortunate. Yeah, I mean,
After a 2-week hiatus, being stuck in a detention center in Texas.
When he walked in, I swear to God, the lights dimmed and everything went into gray and brown tones. Everything.
Oh,
It
that's...
was like being trapped in a Call of Duty Nolan-verse movie thing.
Oh.
Well, I do try to bring joy wherever I go.
Fortunately,
Is that what that is?
You bring grim and death.
Yay!
And
Joy!
sweet tea.
Yeah, and sweet too. Alright, well, this week, going to be another hodgepodge, I think, of a smattering of subjects.
I mean, have we ever been focused?
Huh?
Exactly.
Let's not go into the ADHD of this group, shall we?
The ADHD, COD.
R-E-S-E-C-P-T. I know I just butchered it to me. R-E-S-E. I can't spell. Fuck you.
Oh! Exciting news, Constantine's coming to Arrow?
Yes, it is. They're going to have a one-shot episode with Constantine. I don't know what the storyline's going to be. I just know Constantine is going to be...
If he doesn't hit on Stephen Amell, I'm going to be pissed.
One episode. Yes. Because Constantine is bisexual.
And he should totally hit on Stephen Amell. It would be hilarious.
And that's why Felicity breaks up with him.
I like that he's going to show up. I think it's a perfect fit for the Arrowverse.
Especially this season, because it's supposedly filled with magic and the magical realm.
I think it was a logical place to go for their story.
After Ra's al Ghul and the Lazarus Pit?
Yeah, because magic is fantastic, but I think in that universe it'll be believable fantastic.
Well, there's
that's
rumors
interesting.
going around that they're trying to get a Supergirl, Arrow, Flash team up at some point in time also.
Yeah, but they pretty much said that there's going to be no Arrow Supergirl, so...
Two different networks, I doubt that'll happen.
Yeah, they actually released it. No, that ain't happening.
Well, anyway.
But you know what is happening?
You spelling?
The Arrow, Oliver Queen, is going to be on, I think it's Raw or
He
whatever.
was on Raw last week.
It was last week? I thought it was
Are
coming
you
2 days
serious?
ago. Yeah, Stephen Amell's going... Yeah, he showed up already, but he's actually going to be wrestling. He's going
I thought
to...
he... no, it was
Stardust.
SummerSlam.
Stardust, he's
Yeah.
going to be, yeah. Or
He's
SummerSlam, yeah.
he's going to be wrestling. We'll call it just fighting, or
He's going to be taking on...
They're going to be playing patty cake
He's gonna
with
be taking
Stardust. I
Stardust.
think it
There
said
you go.
SummerSlam, which I don't know. I'm so out of touch with wrestling, I can't really tell you.
I haven't really followed it since I was a kid. My grandparents used to watch wrestling all the time back when it was WWF and WCW, but I just thought that was really awesome that, so the Arrow's taking on Stardust.
Is he going to be dressed as Green Arrow?
I do not know. Probably not, though.
So good. That's good. I thank you very
He
much.
should be, though.
I would hate that.
It would be fun.
I would hate that.
You're not even going to watch it. Why the fuck do you care?
I wouldn't watch it.
It seems like it's a dumbing down and a one of those.
I'm glad you're
Wait.
saying what my colon is trying to say.
Wait, by the way, sorry, that's a lie. Last time I watched it was when Bob Barker was on Monday Night Raw. I did actually watch for that.
I used to watch wrestling for years.
I did too. I watched it until I was 16 or 17 when I got
Yeah.
my license and, chasing girls with my car down the
Camel
street.
clutch? Sorry, that was the Iron Sheik's move, camel clutch. It's just weird how that merged with that whole story you just told.
Yep.
But you know what's better than that? The Cobra
Slippery.
Clutch.
Ah.
Sergeant Slaughter's move, which I have been put in by Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah, Tropical Donut did to you last night.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah!
Alright, so Arrow's getting Constantine.
Constantine's getting Arrow. Duh.
Yeah. There you go. So
Yeah,
what else?
he is.
What's going on? What's new?
What else is new? Deadpool. What did you think of the Deadpool trailer? We didn't get your take on it because you were detained.
Oh, that's right. Deadpool trailer. Alright. Now, other than the fact that Ryan Reynolds to me seems like box office,
Blunder?
But no, box office like, nitroglycerin. Like whatever he happens to be associated with, just to me seems like doesn't ever work out. And it has nothing against him. It just seems like
it can go one way or the other because
Yeah.
some things he's been in has skyrocketed, and other things like R.I.P.D. Bombed, Green Lantern bombed.
Yeah.
Basically anything comic book related.
It's sketchy.
He seems like a nice enough guy and has
But he's
respect
been
for the
in,
material.
you would think, if you throw him into a whole bunch of comic book movies, at least one's gonna stick, right?
Yeah.
Well, you see, here's the problem. He needs to do one for a company that actually gives a flying fuck about their property,
Uh-huh.
which he hasn't done yet.
What was R.I.P.D.? Was that Fox?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I'll look it up.
Yeah. So anyway, back to the trailer. I liked what I saw on it, except for Colossus. I have no idea why he's there.
Because why shouldn't he be?
And
Because he's a Fox property.
that's why. That's the only reason.
Because he's an X-Men character, and so is Deadpool.
Technically?
Deadpool's an X-Man. Not that he joined a team, because anybody can join a team.
All right,
But
Deadpool
he's
first.
an X-Men.
Deadpool first appeared in New Mutants '98, which New Mutants is one of the is under the X-Men umbrella properties.
Yes, but is he an X-Man?
For
Yes.
all of a week, yes, he was. He made his own costume. He joined when Cyclops put out the call for any mutant. By the way, he is a mutant. He put out the call for.
He is a mutant?
Yeah.
He has a mutation. Cancer.
He literally has Wolverine's healing factor. That's his. He had cancer. All right, so here's the deal. Quick nitty and gritty for.
I thought that was given to him.
Wait.
Yes, but that makes him a mutant.
Okay, all right, here we go. Then this is why I'm going to have the problem.
How about he just gives the backstory first, and then
No, because I'm aware of the backstory.
Okay.
We just verified that.
But
this is
but
why I
our-
have the
our
problem of
readers
why
and
Colossus
watchers and
is
Oh,
listeners
let's be
might
honest. They probably are.
not. Okay.
Yeah,
It's Deadpool. They know.
and then that Colossus is in the trailer.
Uh huh.
You can join any team. Hell, I could join a team and put on a costume, but that doesn't make me an X-Man. An X-Man, as far as I know, is born with those powers. Not association, not affiliation, is born with the powers that come out.
Not true. I
Okay.
can think of one off the top of my head who was considered an official X-Man and actually didn't even have powers for half the time she was with him.
Okay.
Carol Susan Jane Danvers.
Not honorary members,
She was not an honorary member.
not any of that stuff.
She was not an honorary member. She was made an official member of the team after Avengers Annual number 10 when she joined up with them, went into space. And she was with them up until she became binary, where shortly after she became binary, she left to join the Starjammers.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Just because you're hanging with someone doesn't make you a mutant and part of the X-Men.
But
That's
just
what I
'cause you're
want.
hanging
she had
with
a
them-
plaque and everything.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That doesn't count in my mind, which is why Colossus shouldn't
So, yeah, but by that token, Jubilee doesn't count. What makes Jubilee any different than Carol in
be there. Does
that
she have
or
mutant
Deadpool?
powers?
Jubilee
Yes.
does, yes.
There you go.
So you have to have mutant powers and be around the X-Men to be.
That's a definition of an X-Man.
Okay,
as
so
far as I've got
Deadpool had mutant powers.
didn't have, was given to him.
Well, he didn't stick. Ha! Rogue. Well, no. Rogue had powers before. Never mind.
Uh-huh.
Even
But
still,
she stole powers.
he's been a longtime member of X-Force,
Uh-huh.
which. Sorry, when I said X-Man, though, I actually did mean as far as the property.
Yeah.
He's part, which makes sense of Colossus exists in this world. The X-Men exist in this world.
Yeah.
Colossus is a good person for him to fight. That's going to be a badass fight. People like Colossus,
that's gonna be
so there's
funny
another
as
good.
hell.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping refrigerator magnets get involved,
Yeah.
or at least a crack about them. But no, and also we don't know what capacity Colossus is going to show up in. We don't know if Colossus will be an X-Man when he shows up. It could be before, after, during. We don't know. I mean, part of that is due to the fact that Fox is kind of shit at world building and franchise building.
Yeah.
Where we don't even know if technically this will be part of their X-Men timeline.
Right.
Not that would matter anyways, because they'll just find some new way to reboot it.
Years of futures past.
Yeah. Actually, that is a storyline. I'm trying to remember
It is.
where.
It's coming out soon.
Yeah.
I think it's part of Secret Wars. The new Secret Wars.
Oh, by the way, R.I.P.D. was Universal.
Universal. Okay.
Okay, so that would be why I would have a problem, number one. Number two is if there's too much fourth wall breaking in it, which for me would be grating.
What do you consider fourth wall breaking? Referencing pop culture in general?
Yeah.
Or looking at the camera saying,
Addressing-
"Hi guys!"
Is addressing the audience, like I've seen in some of the books, instead of as something more than just the omniscient observer, like interacting and all that kind of stuff with your audience, that kind of thing. Like once in a while, it's fine. It's totally fine. But it's the same problem I had with Age of Ultron, where every other beat in that movie was an opportunity for someone to crack a joke. That was one of the premium problems I had with Age of Ultron. And this film, I expect more comedy, but if it's too much, then for me it won't work.
Expect some comedy, mostly comedy.
Yeah, there better be a lot of comedy, or else the movie's not going to work, and it's not going to be Deadpool.
Yeah.
He's a comedic character.
He's a comedic character, but he's also one of the biggest badasses in Marvel Universe.
And that's the thing, is they need to have that balance of the two. And I have a problem with, I have met a lot of people, mostly online, but I have met people that have this opinion, and thankfully, Rah, you don't seem to have it, which I am happy about, but correct me if I'm wrong, and you do, because then we can argue. But no, I've run into people that do not believe that you can be a comedic character and a badass at the same time. And a lot of these people say that the death of Deadpool was when he started to do real comedy instead of just being a grimmer badass, instead of just putting out like the witty one-liner after he killed somebody. But it's like, you know what? You can be funny and a badass.
But again, Wave, it's all in how they like present it. It's like nobody wants to see Charlie Chaplin shoot him a machine gun for 90 minutes.
I don't know what? Pretty
That's because
interesting.
Charlie Chaplin doesn't look like he could hold a machine gun for 90 minutes.
But you know what? People can tolerate Jackie Chan because there are moments in his films where that stuff isn't going on. But I think we can all agree that Jackie Chan, at least in comparison to other action films, is sort of like a clown, a prince, a comedy for that genre. If they do that, I will have no problems at all. But if every other line Deadpool comes out is a reference to boobs, the audience interaction,
What's your problem
other
with boobs?
properties, that kind of stuff that have nothing to do with the Marvelverse, or the universe he's in.
I was going to say, because he's not in the Marvelverse.
Then I'm going to have an issue with it. And I think that's when things can go awry.